Hey guys, it's Sammy. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new. Happy New Year's to you all, and cheers to another year of Simmy. For today's video, I'm going to be bringing you guys my must-have mods for the new year of 2023. And what better time to do it than New Year's Day? I'm hoping that this video will be helpful to you guys, as I have fallen in love with some new mods that add more realism and aesthetic gameplay, but also some mods that I have recently discovered that are definitely must-haves. All of the mods I am using will be listed in my description box down below, so please make sure to check out these mod creators because they are doing the dang thing out here. Without further ado, let's jump on into this video. So the first mod that we are going to be discussing is Toddlers Can Sit on Sims Laps. I've had this mod for quite some time now and never got around to using it until recently, and I absolutely love the animation and the aesthetic that this mod brings. It was created by The Sweet Simmer. The Sweet Simmer has quite a few awesome mods on Mod the Sims, so I definitely recommend checking them out. This mod lets toddlers spend even more quality time with their parents and or siblings. Your couch potato toddlers will very much appreciate this new interaction. And what is this mod about? This is a mod that allows toddlers to sit on Sims laps while they are sitting on a sofa or chair, and it has its own new animations. It is compatible with the game version 1.69, but should work with the version 1.67 as well. The only catch is the Pets expansion pack is required. Alright you guys, so I have my household all set up, and how you're going to activate this mod is you're going to have your adult, teenage sim, or child sim sit down on the couch, and I'm going to have my toddler click on the adult sim, and you have the option to sit on your sim. My sim is Wesley, so I'm gonna have Corey sit on Wesley, and this animation is absolutely adorable. So your adult sim is gonna pick up the toddler, and y'all look at this animation. It is absolutely adorable. Oh my goodness, I'm absolutely in love with it. And then look at them, they're gonna hug and everything too. Y'all, this has to be one of my favorite mods. Let's be for real, we all want some more realistic gameplay, and this is definitely some more realistic gameplay right here. But before I forget, I do also want to show you guys the sibling interaction. So it works the exact same way as it does for adults. This is Corey's brother Owen, so you just click on him and it would say sit on Owen. And y'all, when I tell you, this interaction is definitely my favorite for this mod, because the way that the children hold the toddlers, y'all just wait till you see it. It is absolutely adorable. Y'all look at that. Oh my goodness. And this is so realistic because this is just about how any child would hold a toddler in real life. So I am here for the realism. The next mod on my list to discuss with you guys is Outdoor Activities for Toddlers, and it is also by The Sweet Simmer. So this is a mod that basically lets toddlers participate in actions that they couldn't before. So it allows toddlers to jump on trampolines, play on spring riders and slides, practice soccer, and have picnics. Ambitions is required for the trampoline interaction, as well as seasons for soccer, and either generations or seasons is required for the spring rider. Other cool things about this mod is that toddlers are not required to know how to walk to use any of the interactions. They will also autonomously interact with all of the new activities and can gain relationship points with other sims or toddlers if they jump together on a trampoline or chat at a picnic blanket. Something else that I love that this mod offers through interactions is that the toddlers have a chance to learn a new skill, because when toddlers first start jumping on a trampoline, they will have basic jumps and can sometimes end up falling down when getting off of the trampoline. As they gain skill points, they can start doing more little moves, as well as jumping off the trampoline instead of walking off. I am totally down for toddlers having more skills to earn because it is definitely needed. I went ahead and placed down some playground equipment for the kiddos to play on. So I believe you just click on the trampoline and it'll pop up the action to jump together. I already clicked it, so we won't be able to see that, but I believe at first his jumping won't be the greatest, but y'all look at him go. Oh, this is so adorable. I love how you just kind of like bounces a little bit, but I'm pretty sure as the skill increases, the more jumping abilities he'll be able to do, and he'll also be able to jump off of the trampoline as well. I believe that they also gain their friendship up a little bit as well while they're jumping on the trampoline because they socialize together, which is absolutely adorable, and I love that interaction for them. I also want to show you guys the slide interaction because it is so adorable as they climb up it. Oh my goodness, like look at that, that is so adorable. And then he's gonna slide on down too. Oh, I absolutely love that. The soccer interaction is also absolutely adorable. It is the same as it is for any other age group. You just click on the soccer goal and you can have them practice soccer. They can only play by themselves, but it is so adorable watching him attempt to kick the ball into the goal. And I love that the toddlers can have this kind of interaction as well because it is so realistic. The next mod that I want to briefly discuss with you guys is the mixed feelings about pregnancy mod. This mod is created by, I really don't want to butcher this creator's name, but I believe it is Liz Candor. This is one of those mods that can add such a tiny difference, but still have such an impact and add more realism to our games. Let's be for real, does anyone ever get tired of that same plus 20 pregnancy moodlet that we see all the time? Well, with this mod, you can replace the default pregnancy moodlet that has no mood effect and adds 2 new moodlets, anxiously expecting and eagerly expecting, and they each last 9 hours. They also have the chance to be assigned on every hour that a sim has the pregnancy moodlet. So my sim is currently pregnant. This is Layla. Her and Wesley are currently expecting a baby, and she is about halfway through her pregnancy, and she is eagerly expecting. Pregnancy is an exciting experience for some sims. I like this mod because I feel like it's such a reality for expecting mothers. Sometimes they're a little bit anxious about having a baby, and sometimes they're really excited about having a baby. So this is definitely a must-have mod for me. This next mod I am very excited about. This is more baby interactions by the Sweet Simmer. After a long while, babies are finally getting more gameplay and brand new interactions that they deserve. It comes with 7 new interactions for babies, and the new social interactions include rocking, talking to, cooing at, and cuddle. Cuddle requires the parent sim to be sat down, and all of them are autonomous. So some of the new interactions also apply to toddlers that are in a crib. We now can check on and tuck in our children, and checking on a baby or a toddler while their needs are low will result in having a sim take care of the needs. Tuck in only appears when a baby or a toddler is sleeping. All are autonomous, though sims rarely want to tuck in babies and toddlers. So this next one I am very, very excited about. It is giving the Sims 2. You can bathe the baby in the sink. Sims will autonomously bathe babies if they are dirty. This interaction also works on all-in-one bathrooms, but the autonomy currently doesn't apply to this one. Alright you guys, so Layla has had her baby, and the baby is named Kelsey, and she is absolutely adorable. So when your sim is sitting on the couch with their baby, they can have the option to cuddle. So I'm going to have her cuddle Kelsey, and oh my goodness, y'all, this is absolutely adorable. I'm living for the animation. Aw, and it's kind of like she's burping her a little bit. That is so neat, and definitely a really, really cool interaction, and is very realistic for sure. All right, so we're just giving her bottle, and then some of the other interactions that come is we can rock the baby as well. So it's kind of like this cute little rocking animation, which is absolutely adorable. If you guys haven't seen in my previous videos, I have recently used some of these interactions. They are definitely really, really cool to see over and over again. We can also coo at the baby. And aw, that is so cute. Okay, and then when you click on your baby, you'll have the option to bathe them. So then they'll just take them to the sink. I'm assuming it'll be... Oh, I was thinking it was going to be the kitchen sink, but so you know what? To each their own. But y'all, I do love this little animation as well. It is so adorable and so realistic to give a baby a bath in the sink. So I'm definitely glad that we have this mod now. It is also one of my top favorites and one of my must-haves for sure. This next mod we are going to discuss is definitely an interesting one for sure. This is the Randomizer Mod by Syra Lay. Why I describe this mod as an interesting one is that it adds random events to our game. Whether it be random deaths, disasters, or simple heartwarming moments, this mod provides it all. So basically what this mod does is it checks each day whether an event can be fired. It checks to make sure that there's not a cooldown and how many days we can have before we can have another one. So there are plenty of different events that can take place depending on what your sim is currently doing. Like for example, at work you could have different types of events happen, and it even tells you the rarity of the event that could possibly happen. You have events that could happen at school. You can even catch diseases, and it can tell you if it can be treated by going to the hospital, like if it's lethal and its rarity. And this last one definitely has to be the one that I have paid attention to the most and have experienced the most in my game, and that is disasters. This will trigger at any moment and has a cooldown of 10 days by default. So the different types of events that can happen that I want to discuss with you guys is an earthquake, a big house fire, a gnome invasion, a meteor shower, a water leakage, and a rodent invasion. I have experienced just about all these disasters in my own gameplays and on my streams, because if you guys didn't know, I do stream on Twitch occasionally, and I do play The Sims over there. So if you guys would like to check me out, that would be awesome. I do still want to visually show you guys a few examples of what has happened in my gameplays. I have experienced a rodent invasion and also a random interaction where we had a debt placed on our household, and I lastly experienced a big house fire in one of my Let's Plays, which was totally stressful, but it is still definitely a good mod and I definitely recommend it as a must-have. I do want to briefly mention some NRASS mods for you guys, as these mods always come in handy, and any person that plays The Sims 3 with mods can tell you that. So I do definitely recommend you guys downloading Master Controller, as it is the top dog of any mods as always. And the other two NRASS mods that I do want to discuss with you guys is the Relativity mod and the Retuner mod. So with these NRASS mods that I mentioned, I honestly feel like NRASS Retuner is kind of slept on because it can come in handy when you least expect it. So you're gonna navigate to the city hall, go to NRASS, and then locate NRASS Retuner, and then you're gonna go to your settings, go to general, by tunable XML, and this is where I want to bring you guys because I want to show you guys something really cool. So if you do have the randomizer mod, you can go through this big behind list. I know it's a big behind list, but you want to locate Sims 3 gameplay.lyrelay.therandomizer core, and then you can click on the randomizer core module, and then in here you can customize the cooldown for certain events in your game to be triggered, which I find it really cool because you can kind of customize your own gameplay to your own liking with this mod as well. So I definitely recommend you guys downloading this if you have the randomizer mod. You guys can customize this to your own liking. So that is definitely one thing that the Retuner mod has helped me with. There are many other different settings you guys can play with in there. I definitely recommend this mod, and it is definitely a must-have for me, and if you do download it, I definitely recommend to explore because you will be surprised just how much you can adjust with this mod. So the next mod that I did mention was the Relativity mod, and this mod definitely comes in handy if you guys feel like your game moves at such a fast pace. So what you can do is come down to set speed, and the default for this is 0, which is just the regular sim time. I set it to 17. The reason I set mine to 17 is because, yeah, for the default it's 0, but the technical default is, I believe it's around like 34 or 35, something like that. But I found 17 to be that sweet spot for me that makes my game move just a tad bit slower. It's not overly slow, but just enough to where I feel like my Sims can be more productive in their day. So the next mod that I am mentioning is the Taxi Charge mod by Sleepy Genius. So this mod is pretty straightforward. It will now cost your Sims to take a taxi wherever they want to go. Let's act like she wants to visit a resort or something. It would cost her 20 simoleons to take a taxi. So when she does get into her taxi, it'll automatically pop up a little notification saying that Layla Lufti paid 20 simoleons for a taxi. So the same thing works like if you don't have the money or the simoleons to pay for the taxi, it will be added to your bills and your Sims will be getting a negative moodlet, which, you know, can kind of be like, oh no. But, you know, I definitely feel like this mod is definitely way more realistic, because when you really think about it, in real life, if you were to take a taxi or Uber somewhere, it is not gonna be free. Let's just put it that way. But this is also another mod where the retuner mod would also come in handy, because you can adjust the prices that it costs for your Sims to take the taxi, and automatically for teens, children, and elders, they get discounts based on their age for how much it would cost for them to take a taxi. So the next mod I briefly do also want to mention is One More Slot Please by Grandthas. So I'm going to be so for real with y'all. I have been sleeping on this mod for so long. I didn't even know about this mod until a year ago when I saw one of my best friends using it in her game, and I want to talk about it just in case there's anyone else like me who also wasn't aware of this mod. If you are a builder or a furniture, this mod can change your life, especially if there is some miscellaneous decor that you wanted to place down and it wouldn't fit. Well, this can save your life. So for a quick example, let's say I want to place this little plant down on this end table. So what I would do is just place the plant down there. I would go to surfaces and then go to miscellaneous decor, and then you will see the One More Slot package. What you're just going to do is just place it down on the ground, place the plant on there, and then hit Control Shift, and then you can click on it and you can adjust it to the perfect size that you want, or just to where you need it to be. And then I'm going to alt it, grab it and alt it, and then I'm gonna like kind of like eye it a little bit just to make sure that it's actually sitting down. So I just move it down like maybe like 1 centimeter until it looks about just right where it should be. Okay, I like that. And then once you go back into live mode, the checker thing would disappear and the plant would be sitting on the end table where I wanted it to go. The last mod I want to talk about today is the Take Sims to Court mod by PJ Sims. When I tell y'all, this is a must-have mod for sure, and it will change your game. So each case has its own criteria for application, as well as different criteria for winning or losing the case. Aside from court hearings, there are numerous other legal activities that Sims can partake in. So there are recommended mods, but not required. I don't have any of these mods. I am interested in getting them though, so that way I can further my gameplay. But for now, I just want to show you guys mainly what is so cool about this mod. So you can open a civil case, open a criminal case, a file for divorce, a file for custody of children, sue Sim for compensation, register as a lawyer, and hire a lawyer. I'm pretty sure these two require the lawyer mod, but for this review, I'm just going to be showing you what mainly comes with this mod already. So as an example of some things you can do with this mod, so let's say that this lovely married couple is arguing. You actually have a new interaction. You can threaten to sue them actually, which is crazy. But you can also go to the courthouse and go to court services and you can file for divorce. So he could file for divorce against Layla. So I'm pretty sure after you do this, you have to wait a few days. Filing for divorce will cost $261 upfront and 593 simoleons for the hearing. Proceed, yes. So if they do have the hearing, I'm pretty sure it's scheduled for Wednesday at 7 a.m. So it takes like a couple of days before you can actually get a hearing, which is definitely very realistic. Some other things that you can do at the courthouse is also cancel the hearing. You can hire a lawyer, of course. I'm pretty sure if you have the lawyer mod, you can do that. You can sue a Sim for compensation. You can open a criminal case. You can attend a hearing if you want. And then I'm pretty sure after a divorce, you can also file for custody of the children. So that is definitely an interesting part of the mod as well. But this is definitely a must-have and a very realistic mod. So this is gonna wrap up my must-have mods video. If there are any mods that I didn't mention that you guys think are must-haves, let me know and maybe I can make a part 2 to this in the future. Also, let me know if you guys would like more content like this, as this was a fun video to make. Please make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!